Hello everyone and welcome back. Many of you, if not most, have finally got the yes to start your quince preparations, but you have a budget, which makes sense. Lucky you if you don't have one, but a quince can be a bit pricey, and finding different ways to save as much money as possible is major goals and music to your parents' ears. So I've already created a video similar to this. Actually, it's one of my very first videos, but I don't mind covering the subject one more time, so click on this video if you want to go watch that one. But if not, let's just get right into it. I've gathered the top 5 most expensive services and things you spend the most money on when planning your quince, and I've also came up with various ways you can make it work while spending the most minimal amount. Of course, we do need to consider the fact that we all have different situations, different budgets, so try your best to make any of the following work. So number 1, reduce your guests. This is number 1 because keep in mind that the more people you invite, the higher your expense. Keep it VIP to your closest friends and relatives. You always have to remember that if you invite more guests, that requires a bigger space, more food, tables, chairs, utensils, invitations, a bigger cake, and all of that. And sometimes you just don't have the budget for it. So to make sure you actually keep it VIP, enforce an invitation policy. If they don't have an invitation, they can't get in. I know it kind of sounds a little cruel, but sticking with your budget is a main factor of saving money. Number 2, decorations. Every quinceañera requires flowers, which is cool. You can keep the flowers, but just keep them seasonal. To export them will cost you a fortune, especially if they aren't in season. So some of the flowers that are in season right now in winter are carnations, tulips, and roses. So you can stick to those. In spring, it's peonies and pink roses. During the summertime, the most popular ones are sunflowers. And during fall, there's lilies and dahlias. So you might want to consider that. DIY your decorations accordingly. You can check out our website, Quinceañera.com. There's Pinterest and there's YouTube for different tutorials. You can look at craft stores like Michael's, Joann's, 99-cent store, Etsy, Amazon. Subscribe to their newsletters if you have to. Compare prices so you can get the best deals. If it's less, just hiring a florist, just do that. Because sometimes that just DIYing your own things, you end up spending more money, so you just might as well hire a florist. I really do recommend someone DIY their entire party only if they reduce their guests, so keep that in mind. All right, now on to the next thing, your quinceañera dress. Instead of a quinceañera dress, you can offer a prom dress, which is totally okay, and you can reuse it for your prom, no big deal. Or I recommend this really useful website called quinceadresses.com. They have the most popular dresses and they have great deals too. So you can always check them out, check their sales section if you have to. I'm pretty sure they ship nationwide, so that's a big plus. The next thing you spend your most money on is your venue. So have your ceremony and quinceañera celebration at the same reception so you don't have to pay for 2 different locations. Another thing you can do, or that I recommend, is you check different venues and ask if they have any packages that will benefit you. Because something that you do need to keep in mind is sometimes weekends are actually more expensive than celebrating it on a Friday, if I say. So just ask. Always ask questions so you can know what's happening, what's going on, what they charge for, and if there's any way you can save money on that. If renting a hall is just too much, because I know they typically are, just do it at your backyard. If you have a family member or a family friend with a bigger, nice backyard, ask them for that favor, because I've seen some really nice fixed up backyards and the quinceañera looks just as amazing. Plus, there's no curfew. Keep that in mind. And lastly is food. If you're renting a venue space, make sure it includes catering as part of the package so you don't have to worry about it whatsoever. If not, at least make sure that they have a kitchen and you can hire your own catering services on the side if possible, and you can prepare the food yourself. Fortunately, like in my case, my padrinos own the food truck, so I was just able to be like, Nino, I need you, and he provided the food for me. If you have family members like that, take advantage. All these different categories pretty much make a whole quinceañera and are also the most you spend your money on, which is why I went into great detail on each topic. Hope you all got great feedback. Give this video a thumbs up if it definitely helped you out. Comment down below if you'll be using any of these tips for your quince. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't leave without giving this video a thumbs up, liking, sharing, and subscribing if you have not already. And also, don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you don't miss another helpful quince video. I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye.